This is an ordinary minifigure, and I'll make it disappear next to this wall. I just need to paint it similar colors. And now if I put it next to this wall, it will, Where did it go? And this is just the first experiment, because in today's video, I'll show you more than 20 smart, secret, and illegal ways to make a minifigure disappear. So, first way to make a minifigure disappear is by playing hide and seek in LEGO. For example, hiding it under the sofa. The minifigure's girlfriend is the seeker. Or you can hide it in a laundry basket. Oh my god, it smells in here. It works! Or hiding it inside this huge plant pot. Or we can grab a few leaves and turn the minifig into a plant. Okay, hiding in LEGO's hard. What about hiding it as a statue? Oh wait, it's an actual statue. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. You can also hide it inside a TV, one of those old ones from the 90s that are big enough to fit a whole minifig in there. Phew, that was close. Okay, this looks like a normal bookshelf, but if you spin it, it's a secret entrance to a hidden room, which is actually the perfect hiding spot. What about hiding it in a fridge? First, it sounds like a bad idea, but what if that's also a hidden door leading into another hidden room? Oh, it's actually the laundry room. Then you can also hide it behind a door. Sometimes the most obvious spots are the best places to hide because no one expects it. And finally, the hardest to pull off, under a LEGO carpet. Oh damn, bro even turned into a 2D character to pull it off. Bro desperately wanted to get away from his girlfriend. This is a transparent minifigure, and you can easily hide it in an aquarium or even in a block of ice. Damn, bro's become ice. But there's another way to hide a minifigure, and it's by painting it. So I'll paint this minifig in the world's darkest paint, and we need to cover it entirely.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, now bro kinda looks like a shadow. Okay, guys, I think I have a minifig that I haven't unlocked yet. But if I move it to the dark background, what? Guys, he's gone. He's not in my hands anymore. And another cool way to hide a minifig in plain sight is with movie magic. So I took an ordinary minifig, painted it green, and now I can use it as a reverse green screen. Let's test if it works by putting it next to this Supreme brick. And yep, let's try some colorful material. And finally, let's test it with foil. Oh damn, I think I accidentally made him into a foil monster. And he brought friends! Another way to make a minifigure disappear is with magic. So here I have an ordinary looking LEGO box, but if I put a minifigure inside, it disappears. Bro's literally gone. But the magic here is a hidden mirror inside, and it works because the minifig falls behind the mirror. You can also make a minifig vanish simply with your hands. Magic. Okay, I simply used duct tape on my thumb, but it worked. Here's another hand trick. I'll make this minifig disappear by placing my hand in front. And boom, he's gone. But in reality, I just built this LEGO device, and it has these parts that pick up minifigs. Okay, this next trick will magically change this minifig's clothes. I built this spinning device and put those two minifigs in it, and when I turn it, it looks like bro magically changed his outfit. It's so cool, I want to try one more time. Oh damn, it didn't work very well this time. This looks like an ordinary porta potty build, but if I put a minifigure inside and spin it, where did bro go?
Oh, I hope he didn't fall inside.
And this last trick is all about optical illusions. If I put this minifigure through the wall, it magically phases through? How? Well, it's a clever design that works only if you look at it from the right angle. Okay, now let's have a speed round of iconic characters and how to hide them. Starting with Steve from Minecraft. And since he's all about digging, the obvious place to hide him is underground, like in this plant. I also gave him a crafting table, a pickaxe, and a torch. And now bro can survive his first night. Now, where to hide Winnie the Pooh? Since he likes honey, the logical place is to drop him into a bucket of honey. Bro is set for life. Next is SpongeBob. And he lives in a pineapple, so I'll hide him in a real one. Oh, and I also have Patrick here, and I'll hide him under a rock, cause that's where he lives. Oh damn, I think I crushed him. This is a Harry Potter minifigure, and in the movie, he has this magic cape that makes you disappear. So I bought this official invisibility cloak. So let's put it on the minifig and why can I still see him? Another way to hide a minifig is in plain sight. So here I have Emmett from the LEGO movie surrounded by a bunch of very familiar looking minifigs. Guys, write in the comments how long it took you to find Emmett. Next, we got Spider-Man, and his hiding spot is in the corner of the room on a spider web. Wait, what was that? OMG guys, I think a real spider ate him. Here's Homer Simpson's minifigure, and I remember that time when he just disappeared into the bush, so I recreated it in LEGO. Let's test if it works. Then we have Freddy Fazbear, and his hiding location is in a pizza box. Good night, bro. And finally, we have Mario, and since he's a plumber, his hiding spot is in the toilet. Another way to make a minifigure disappear is by erasing its identity with this magic eraser. If there's no face, there's no minifig. Or you can also use cartoon logic and drive over it with a road roller. Oh wow, Bro turned into road art. You can also press a minifig with your hand real hard, and Bro squishes into a base plate. Then you can also melt it in a plastic solvent. Bro is definitely gone now, or you can burn it out of existence. Next, take a minifig, squeeze it super hard so that it falls apart, and then scatter it on the floor. Oh damn, Pigeon thinks it's food. You can suck up a minifig with a vacuum cleaner by accident, and now Bro's gone forever. You can use it as a Nerf dart and shoot it, and knowing how easy it is to lose Nerf darts, Bro is never to be found. Then you can step on a minifig to make it disappear. Oh wait, he's still here. Damn, that hurt a lot and didn't work. But okay, the final illegal way to make a minifig disappear is by turning off the lights. Oh, where did he go? This is just an ordinary LEGO porta potty for a minifigure to hide inside. But if I pull this lever, a secret door opens up, letting the minifig fall down this tube into a super secret hidden base. And inside, it's a secret spy base filled with gadgets, computers, and equipment. With that in mind, this minifig can live down here for months and no one will even know about this base existing. Wait, what's that? Oh, no way, this guy's using it as a real toilet. Okay, let's make a super secret Arctic base for a minifigure. So we're gonna take these two containers, put the smaller one inside, and pour some water in the space between them. Okay, after that, let's put it in the freezer for some time. And while it's freezing, let's build a room for the base. So I'm taking a blue chair, a lamp, a comfy bed, a dresser with a lemon tree and a nano figure statue, this old clock so that he knows how much time he spent in the Ice Age, and a cozy carpet made out of tiles. And there it is. It looks awesome. Okay, the ice home should be ready by now, so let's check. Nice! It actually worked. So now let's carefully add it on top of the base, and we have successfully created a super secret Arctic base. So let's see how this LEGO guy's been doing down there. Oh, I guess there's no chance for a warm welcome here. This is a regular LEGO brick, and this is a LEGO brick that is made entirely out of wood. And it actually connects with another one. So I guess it's possible to create a minifig out of wood. So I bought a wood carving kit, and it has all the tools needed to carve a perfect minifig. But first, let's get the shape of a minifig to carve out on this block. Okay, after a long and satisfying process, I just made a wooden minifig. But it kind of looks more like a wooden statue. That's not a minifigure at all. And then I found out that you can actually buy an official LEGO wooden minifigure. So I bought it, and this is how it looks. And this is how he looks compared to the upscaled LEGO version. Oh damn, I thought it would be bigger than upscaled. But I want to make sure that it's really made out of wood.
Hey, bro, are you really made from wood?
Nope.
Okay, guys, yeah, he's made out of wood.
The next material I want to use for a minifigure is cat food. So I took some of my cat's favorite food, dumped it into a minifigure mold, and placed it in a freezer. And after a few hours, we got these meaty-looking minifig cat treats.
Oh, wow, you can actually see his guts inside.
Guys, you think I should try one? Let's give them to the cat. Damn, he ate all of them. Nice. What else can you make a minifig from? What about a cake? I saw those custom cakes online, so I ordered one, and it just arrived. So let's open it up and... Guys, Bro's naked. So to fix that, I'll make him some clothes from sugar paste. Starting with the yellow part, carefully shaping it, and now it can go over his head. Now I'll use a green paste to create his iconic green shirt. And finally, I'll make him a pair of blue pants. Now he looks like Mr. Bricks. Oh damn, this cake smells so good. I want a quick bite. Another way to make a minifigure not from plastic is to draw one. Well, okay, it's not a minifig, but you can make one from paper. So I got these instructions from the internet and printed them out. So now I just need to cut it all out and combine all the parts with ordinary LEGO studs. And we just made an actual 2D LEGO minifigure from paper. And what's cool about it is that it's a drawing that you can pose in real time. So here's Bro doing the crab, or he's doing karate tricks. But this minifigure is still only 2D, and I want to make a 3D minifigure from paper. So I found other instructions on how to make it 3D, printed them out, and started building it. Oh, this reminds me of arts and crafts lessons from elementary days. And there we go! Now we have a 3D LEGO minifigure made from paper. Bro looks a bit rough around the edges. First material you can make a minifig from is candy. And I have these LEGO candy bricks called candy blocks. And the coolest part about them is that they stack just like LEGO. So I built a minifig from them. But it kind of feels like cheating. So to challenge myself, I'll try to make an upscaled candy man on this LEGO skeleton using cotton candy. But Bros is currently not here. It's just bones. So a great start will be giving him a sweet heart. Okay, now let's deck his whole body with candy, and after a few hours of work, I made him look like this. A kinda creepy and fuzzy looking upscaled minifig from cotton candy. Not gonna lie, Bro looks like he's made out of fur and didn't shower for a week. And of course, since it's candy, he's all sticky now, so I'll give him a quick bath. Oh no! Oh, I totally forgot that cotton candy dissolves in water. And another very easy way to make a minifig from candy is by melting chocolate. Now that the chocolate is melted, let's pour it into these LEGO minifig molds. And after letting it cool for a few hours, I just made a bunch of these super tasty looking chocolate minifigs. Oh wait, they don't have any faces. So to fix that, I have this white paint, and I can very carefully paint both eyes and a mouth. Damn, these are so tasty looking. But be careful with these minifigs because they melt very fast. Okay, what else can I make a minifig from? Yeah, I can make it out of candle wax. So I need a candle, a small container to melt it, a heat gun, and of course a minifig mold. And after carefully melting the candle, pouring it into the LEGO mold, and adding a wick, we've successfully created a LEGO minifigure from wax. And the coolest part about it is that you can burn it legally. And when you do, it doesn't smell like plastic at all. Okay, guys, I noticed that it started to snow outside, and that gave me the idea to build a minifigure from snow. So I took every mold I have outside and started stuffing, starting with the smallest one. But this bro is too tiny. So I took a cake mold and filled that one up. And here we have a way bigger... Oh, no, it fell down. Well, okay, there's enough snow to build a full-size LEGO snowman. So I started with a huge pile of snow and then started shaping and sculpting it into a LEGO minifig body. And after 2 hours of work, I made this giant LEGO minifig out of snow. And it looks awesome. Honestly, I'm super satisfied with the result and the fact that it was snowing. Here's another cool trick. You can make a minifig magnetic by inserting some small magnets into it. And I chose this avatar minifig because it has long legs that can fit magnets inside. And after carefully inserting them, I just created a fully magnetic minifig. And the best part about it is that now it can stick to almost any surface. Also, now it works as a fridge magnet, or even as an iPhone decoration. But the coolest feature is that now I can make him move without touching him by using another magnet under the table. Damn, bro looks like he's possessed. Another material you can make a minifig from is, carpet? I saw this viral trend where people make cool designs with special tools. And I came in contact with a local carpet workshop to make me one. But they invited me in and let me make my own carpet. You make one with this device that sews yarn onto the canvas super fast. It looks easy, but the tool is quite heavy and you need steady hands to do this. Also, it eats yarn like crazy. And after you do the first step of filling in the design, then comes the second part. Since the carpet is too messy now, we need to give it a fade with a trimmer. Oh wow, feels like I'm cutting actual hair. And after a solid 2 hours of work, this is what I ended up with, a cool minifig head design. But since it's a carpet, now I need to test it. Let's test how good it is at cleaning shoes. Oh man, I shouldn't have walked through a construction site. This is a minifig in a crayon costume. So naturally, I tried drawing with it and nothing happened. That's a big L. So that gave me the idea to create a minifigure from actual crayons. I bought a bunch of crayons, picked my favorite color, and melted it down. Then I poured the liquid into a minifig mold and allowed it to cool down. Oh wow, bro looks kinda naked. So to quickly fix that, I made him clothes that look like official LEGO crayon covers and dressed him up. There. Now the crayon minifig is complete, but the best part about it is that you can actually draw with this minifigure. Now that's a W. What's the opposite of plastic? Metal. So let's make a minifig from real metal. Guys, this craft is very dangerous, so don't try to recreate it at home. Okay, I bought some metal called tin. Then I broke it down into small pieces and used a heat gun to melt it down. Then I took a silicone mold and very carefully poured the metal in. I hope this will work. Okay, a few hours have passed. Let's take the mold out and see. Oh wow, no way! Bro actually looks super cool. Bro is shining like he's made from diamonds. Since he's made out of metal, let's test if he's magnetic. Okay, no, I guess not every metal is magnetic, but bro's quite heavy, so let's do a drop test. Oh damn, it broke my table. Another material I want to try to make a minifig from is jelly. I got the idea from this huge jelly bear, so I got the official LEGO minifig mold, and let's get to cooking. We need to mix milk and this bag of gelatin by pouring it into this bowl and adding some food coloring. Now let's pour it into the mold and put it in the fridge. And the next day I got this. Oh no, the colors didn't mix properly. Bro looks like a zombie, but let's still test if he can jiggle. Okay, at least that works. But I want to make an accurate Jello minifig. So I'll try and make another one, this time mixing yellow, green, and blue colors very carefully. Same procedure. Back to the fridge we go. Okay, after another day of waiting, we have a new Jello minifig. And this time, it's a success. Another material to make a minifig from is concrete. So I have this bag of concrete. Poured it into this bucket, and now to make it more fluid, I need to add some water and stir it. Okay, this should be good enough. So I poured it out into the minifigure mold and left it to solidify. And now I've got some concrete minifigures. They're hard as a rock and very heavy. But to see how strong they are, let's do a hammer test. Okay, the little one crumbled. What about the bigger one? Bro's head ate the impact, but there's some concrete damage done. This is a spring shooter, and it works by inserting this red dart into it. And when you press it, it fires off. So you can build a satisfying build out of these by connecting them in crisscross. And after an hour of carefully stacking, it's finally complete and it looks very beautiful, almost like a work of art.
Wow.
But now I need something that will set off all the pins at once. So I have this sun piece from this LEGO set, and it should fit perfectly into the build. So let's test it against some minifigs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this looks insanely satisfying, and it worked perfectly. All the pins flew out in every direction. This looks like an ordinary box, and if I drop a minifigure inside, Bro's now trapped. But this box holds a magic secret inside. And guys, I can only activate it after you hit that subscribe button. So when I drop the same minifig inside, it should, where did he go? Oh, Bro didn't subscribe. So this magic trick works by using a mirror. And when you want things to disappear, just move the mirror and all the things will disappear into the back rooms. This is just a normal looking wall. But if I use full force and punch it, I can make this satisfying hole in it. I guess I'm just that strong. But in reality, it's just a smart trick, unfortunately. This Minecraft cake has a satisfying secret inside because it can do this. And it's a smart building technique that uses these pins. So I'll take this cake and use the building technique to upgrade my Durr Burger from Fortnite. So let's see if it worked. Oh damn, it looks like he's alive now. This is a cheese slope piece, and if you take a bunch of them and build them facing opposite sides, you can create optical illusion art. So from this side, it looks like a minifig's head, and from this one, Bro's dead. And now let's have a speed round of magic hacks for minifigs. First, I made a build that catches the ball after each throw, turning it into an infinite hoop machine. If you separate minifig legs and connect them to a plate, you can make it do the splits. By adding a normal head to a skeleton body, it makes it look like it's getting an X-ray. And finally, take a skeleton torso, 4 legs, and a white frog as a headpiece to create a skeleton dog. This is a slot machine made out of Lego bricks. You can pull a lever and make the tiles spin. And since it's built with Lego, you can change the tiles to make yourself win. Let's see! Jackpot! If you take 1x2 plates and shove them one into another, you can make this art piece build, but there is a problem. It's illegal.
Help me.
So here's a smart and legal way to make an art piece using roof slope pieces. And now Bro is safe. If you take these colored plates and build them in this order, you can create this insanely satisfying build. And the best part is that it can move. Guys, this build is melting my brain. I don't know how it does that. For this next build, I'm gonna make a red cube, and around it, I'm making another cube from yellow bricks and tiles. And now when you look at it, it just looks like a corner with studs at the bottom. But if we look at it from this angle, it actually looks like a red brick inside. If you take these hinge pieces, add a cheese slope, and then connect them like so, you get this shape. But if you take more of these and stack them together, you can build a satisfying donut. Kinda reminds me of a ninja weapon. For this build, I'm gonna use these pieces that will allow me to build a cube with plates on the sides. So now I can start building a spiral shape on top of this cube using tile pieces. And this is what I ended up with. And honestly, it kinda reminds me of the GameCube logo. It's crazy to think that this is one single build, but it looks like it's breaking physics somehow. Another smart-looking LEGO build you can do is optical illusions. So by making this simple pattern from black and white plates, we just made this crazy illusion. Damn, it looks like it's 3D, but it's completely flat. And here's another optical illusion. If you make a base plate from white and black plates and then fill it with these bright and dark blue circle patterns in the correct order, you get this eye-bending design. Oh wow, the more I look at it, the more it moves. I think it'll make me sick. This machine is perfect for Halloween because you can attach a ghost brick build here. And now it looks like Bro is haunted. And it does that because of these Technic gears I built at the bottom. So when you spin them, it moves these parts. Now let's build some kinetic sculptures. So this one looks like a wall with a banana cutout, and it's impossible for this rod to go through it. But if you tilt it sideways, it magically works and looks satisfying. This next one is very simple because when you turn this first beam, all the other ones will follow it and automatically reset, so you can do this forever. Satisfying. A long time ago, LEGO had a serious problem with brown bricks. It almost feels like chocolate, but it definitely ain't. But I got an idea how to create art out of it. By taking this piece and adding it to a base plate and then surrounding it with brown tile pieces, it makes it look like it's melting. But don't eat it, it's not chocolate. Then I also built this interesting machine. But the best part is when you turn it on, it starts doing this. I think it's kind of cool. So next, I built a large white Lego brick and made it look like the paint was spilling onto it. I added a bucket at the top to make it seem like it was pouring the paint onto the brick. Now the build looks like a floating bucket spilling paint. This next build will show you how door locks work. If you take this key and insert it, it shows you that the pins on top don't align and it doesn't unlock. But if you use the correct key and do the same, now all the red parts align perfectly and the machine opens up. Smart and satisfying. This is the iconic Swiss Army knife, and it's cool because it has a bunch of tools inside and fits in your pocket. So I made my own Lego Swiss knife. I added Technic parts like a wrench, a sword, drill, brick separator, a machete, and this magnifying glass. So let's test which knife is better. Swiss knife first. Okay, it works. How about a Lego knife? Well, not successful. Banana test. Which knife do you think did a better job? Tell me in the comments. Here are some more satisfying fidget toys. Take these Technic beams, put a bunch of them in this build, and now when you play with the pins, it creates all kinds of satisfying shapes. If you combine these parts and connect them in a circle, you can make this fidget toy. Then I also built this weird cube, and what's cool about it is no matter how many times you turn it, it won't end. It's like a never-ending infinity cube. And this last fidget toy will teach you physics, because if I try to balance this wheel on my finger now, it just falls. But if I spin it real fast and try again, it's magic. Maybe I should join the circus. This next build is gonna be all about art and science. So here I built an art gallery room with these red and yellow bricks that look like they're hanging in the air and dripping their colors down the walls. It's a clever build of 2 bricks dripping off walls and painting another brick in a new color. But that's just color theory. Next category is knockoff pieces, but I'll show you how to make them legal. Starting with this knockoff toilet. It looks very realistic, but it doesn't work. So I'll one-up it by building this fully working toilet out of Lego. Here it is, and the best feature is that if you press the subscribe button, it actually flushes. Next is this articulating minifig. It can move its arms and legs, but you can also do that with a normal minifig by adding a rubber band to its torso. And lastly, I managed to find these special headpieces. Sadly, I don't know how to make them legal, but now I can create some cool aura edits starting from the most common faces to the ultimate and rarest ones. Okay, so one of the illegal techniques with plates is to stack them one on top of another like this. And when you add too much, the plates start to bend. And that's very illegal.
Right to jail.
But there is a legal way. Just attach these vertical plates like this, and this is a completely legal micro-city skyline. So when you want to build a Lego house, you will obviously use bricks for the walls, and that's totally fine. But I'm about to show you the way to make walls using plates. So it looks just like a normal house, but uses way fewer pieces and is cheaper. But let's test which house is stronger against my hand. Okay, that felt like it's built out of cardboard. And now the brick house. Oh, shoot. Guys, build legal houses only. And another technique with plates is to not connect them fully. And by using this technique with these pieces, I built this worm-looking thing. But it's illegal, and the worm falls apart instantly. But you can build a fully legal worm by using this tube and shoving it through the middle of these pieces. And now it works even better and can do a wiggle. Another very illegal thing to do with Lego is to literally bend it with your hands. Oh man, so that's why it's illegal. But if you take a lot of these hinge pieces, connect them with plates, and you get this cool looking triangle, which is a completely legal building technique. Or you can build a bendy square out of hinge pieces, if you can call it a square. Another bending technique is if you add cylinder studs between bricks and add them all together, you get a wall that can create an arch. Or even a castle tower. And here's another trick. If you build a Lego wall long enough, it starts to bend. And it's possible because Lego has little gaps between bricks that allow you to bend them. And that's the brick bending building technique. So by using this technique, I connected 3 walls together and made this cool triangle. Oh wow, it's so squishy and satisfying. Never mind. Or by using plates and studs, you can make a wave for surfing. But this one is illegal.
Jail.
But if you use these rounded plates, you can make a legal wave like this one. First illegal thing you can do is make custom bricks. So by taking this Lego brick, warming it up, and twisting it, I just created this illegal twisted brick. And it looks very satisfying, but now it's completely useless. But if you want to have it as an art piece, you can brick build a bigger one. And to make it twist, I use Technic pins inside to make it spin. And this opens up a category of criminal LEGO crafts. What if you build a wall and the final brick you have is longer? You can simply cut it off so your wall is flush. Or what if you want to make some custom minifigs? You can take a Sharpie and draw on it, but there's a better way. You can print some custom stickers and apply them to a minifig. And the best part about them is you can peel them off and not damage the minifig. If you run out of needed color bricks, you can paint over them with the color you need. Close enough. And finally, if you want to remove prints of LEGO pieces, you can use a special liquid. It's quite satisfying to see the print disappear, but it's illegal because it destroys the piece. And the final and most criminal thing to do is not clicking on that subscribe button. There's also a lot of illegal builds on a minifig scale. For example, if you don't have a lightsaber, you can add 3 blue cylinder studs on a katana, and now you get an illegal broke saber. And with it, you can destroy those who can't use the Force. And if you take this stormtrooper's helmet, it works perfectly as a toilet bowl. But it's illegal. So here's how you can build a legal toilet by using this piece. And it looks even better and safer to do your business in. Okay, now let's have a speed round of legal versus illegal minifig hacks. I'm gonna build 2 rooms, one with legal builds and the other with illegal. Starting with this legal weapon display I built using bricks and a clip piece. And this illegal one is built by inserting weapons into a translucent wall. It looks cooler, but this weapon is stuck there forever. Then I built this table with drawers from suitcase pieces, and this one I built using the legal drawer technique. And they look better and have more space inside. This is a hot dog piece, and with it you can build an illegal guardrail. But if you want a legal one, just use this chain piece. So here we have a room that is fully legal, and this illegal one. And I don't want to anger the LEGO gods, so the illegal one needs to be destroyed. LEGO is one of the biggest tire makers in the world. They're very squishy, and there's a lot of building ideas with them. For example, if you can invert a LEGO tire and fill it with studs, it now looks like a hot tub for a minifig. Or if you take a small tire and insert a stud in it, you can create a barbell for a minifig. But there's a problem, because these 2 builds are very illegal.
Right to jail.
To have a legal cauldron, you can use this piece, which is an official pot piece. And for a barbell, just use this Technic piece on a tire. And now it's legal. Damn, Pro leveled up. And here are more illegal versus legal tricks. If you shove this plant build into a tire, it's illegal. But if you take this Speed Champion's wheel, take off the cap, and attach a plant, now it's legal, because it's connected. One thing I really don't like is uncomfy sword handles. So you can make it better by using tires, but it will destroy them. So just make a handle from wheels and a long Technic axle. Okay, let's test which sword is stronger. First, the illegal one. Oh no, guys, it's very wobbly and broke instantly. Now let's test the legal sword. Guys, I've just broken my record on Fruit Ninja. And the final and most illegal way to use LEGO tires is doing burnouts. For these next illegal tricks, I'll use special LEGO pieces, like this LEGO ice cream scoop piece. And it's cool because you can use it not only for ice cream. By stacking them one on top of another a lot of times, I just made this smoke trail for a rocket. But it's illegal because it doesn't really connect to anything and breaks the smoke. But you can build it legally by using cone and bar pieces. Okay, this looks like a low graphics setting on a video game. And here are some more ideas with special pieces. By using L brackets and plates, you can make an inverted cube. But it's illegal, so just build one using tiles. If you want to make a sail for a ship, you can use tiles with clips. But if you're an illegal pirate, you can use a minifig's cape as a sail, and it looks way cooler. Write in the comments which one is cooler, the legal sail or the illegal pirate ones. If you take these cheese slopes and place them into a window piece, you get this beautifully illegal window. But you can make it legal by using turntable plates and colorful translucent pieces. And now we even get a nice looking frame. LEGO made a lot of ball pieces, but if you're broke, you can make your own by combining flower pieces and plates with round bottoms. And now you have an illegal concrete ball. And finally, here's a normal piano that uses special tiles for keys. And here's an illegal piano with antenna pieces for black keys, and this one only plays cursed music. Next, I want to test if you can eat Lego. So I bought some tiny bread to make a Lego-looking burger. I just need to poke out 4 holes. These will be our studs. Then added them on another piece of bread. Now let's make a square patty by chopping off the sides, and it's ready to get cooked. Okay, let's move to the cheese part. I bought some cheddar, squished it into a stud shape, and then added them on another slice. So now let's assemble the Lego burger. Starting with bread, some lettuce, a patty, cheese, and a slice of bread again. It looks like Lego, works like Lego, But it will taste even better if you smash that subscribe button. Thanks, guys! And here are more totally edible LEGO items. These are candy blocks. It's made from hard candy, and the coolest part is that you can actually build with it. So let's build a house for a minifig. Yep, works just like LEGO, but is also very yummy. Another type of edible LEGO you can make is by melting a chocolate bar into these brick molds. And after it's cooled off, you now have building materials for a LEGO chocolate factory. But anytime I build something with it and want to eat it, it always melts so fast. And the final items I found are these jelly blocks. They're super squishy and fun to build with. So I tried to build a gumungus creature out of them. And I think he turned out great. One day, my water got cut off, so I decided to wash my hands with LEGO bricks. I ended up in a lot of pain, but that gave me an idea to create a soap bar from LEGO. So I got this big transparent soap base, broke it up into little pieces, and put it to melt in the microwave. Oh, that looks promising. Then I poured it into this bowl with the minifig in it and waited for it to cool.
Left some space for bro to breathe.
And now I have a bunch of custom-made LEGO soap bars. Let's test if that made a difference. Oh yeah, now it's a very satisfying experience, and my hands are clean, and in the end, now I have a cool soap bar. This is an ordinary LEGO 2x4 brick, and anyone who's played with LEGO knows how it looks, feels, and that it fits perfectly with other bricks. But what you probably didn't know is that this red brick is from the 1950s, and it looks totally different. So there are also other LEGO parts that have changed over the years. Like this official LEGO spider that now looks way creepier because it has a bunch of eyes and more realistic looking legs. Or this LEGO poop piece. LEGO upgraded it to this new one, but now it looks more like chocolate ice cream. It's still an upgrade because you can use it as both ice cream and as poop. The next item on the list is a Minecraft cake. And LEGO thought they were funny when they released it in a round shape, but later they fixed the problem and released this square cake tile, just like in the game. And finally, this is the old LEGO minifigure. You can tell that it's old because it has no hands, no movable legs, and even no face. And here's the new minifigure that we all know and love, with hands, legs, and that cursed smile. One thing makes me wonder, is LEGO really made of plastic? So this is the iconic 2x4 brick, and it's obviously 100% plastic. I mean, come on. I bet all of you at least once bit into it to make sure. But LEGO actually has a lot of rubber parts, like this octopus-looking thingy. Its tentacles are made from rubber, and it kinda has a satisfying feel. And this is a brush piece. Honestly, it looks more like a car wash brush. And just to prove that there's more non-plastic LEGO, I'm gonna introduce you to wooden LEGO bricks that I found on the internet. Steve's here to mine some pieces. Bruh, find a forest or something. It works like LEGO, so you can build anything, just like normal LEGO pieces. What else can you make LEGO from? What about concrete? Let's take some concrete here and mix it with water till it's nice and ready. Mix! Then pour it into the LEGO mold like this. Damn, not gonna lie, that looks cool. It reminds me of cinder blocks. Speaking of, we can prop up this cinder block wall. Looks cool. Let's have Fairy Batman here crash through it. If you take a chrome Sharpie and paint a LEGO brick with it, you can make a full metal brick. It reminds me of the Terminator. Guys, my mom will kill me for this one. And the final material I'm gonna use is epoxy. I'll prepare the epoxy in this cup, then drop this roomy minifigure into the mold and start pouring until the mold is filled up all the way. And while we wait, subscribe so it'll cure faster. And here's the final result. This transparent glass-looking brick with a minifig trapped inside. Guys, you clicked that subscribe button too fast. It didn't have time to cure. It's obvious that if you burn a minifig, you'll go to jail. But what if there's a way to burn a minifig legally? So I bought a bunch of wax and this official LEGO minifigure mold to test it. First, let's melt all of this wax and put a candle string in the mold. And to make the wax more colorful, I'll add some crayons. So now let's pour the wax into the mold, wait for it to cool down, and we just created a minifigure from wax. And actually, this turned out better than expected. So now let's test which actually burns better, the wax minifig or the real one. Okay, I would rather have the wax minifig candle burning because the real one gives off a lot of black smoke and stinks. For this next experiment, I bought a LEGO gun and a knife to test if it's possible to customize LEGO like in the game. So to start, I'll take a tub, fill it with water, and to make it colorful, I'm gonna use spray paint and simply spray it on water. Oh wow, this looks very promising. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh damn, this looks like a very rare skin. Look at those patterns. So now that I know it really works, let's do the same with a gun, and I want to make it silver and gold. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, this actually looks sick, and I really love how the paint swirls in some places. LEGO made a lot of weird and cursed minifigures, like this official LEGO minifigure from the collab with Nesquik. It looks well made, and even the rabbit mask looks cool with those curious eyes. But if I take it off… What the heck is that, LEGO? This head will give me nightmares now. And this opens up a round of cursed mistakes by LEGO. Here's a set of completely yellow legs for a minifigure, but in this case, it looks like bro is butt naked. This next piece is a brick costume for a minifigure, and the cursed part is that you can actually use it as a brick. So here I added some bricks to his costume. Bro is built different. This is Squidward's official minifigure released in 2006. A lot of people complained about the shape of the head, and LEGO released a new version of him, and now he looks accurate.
Good job, LEGO.
This is a very expensive minifigure from the Star Wars set, and it's cursed because, for some reason, it has 4 arms. I guess because it needs to hold 4 weapons? This is LEGO part 32557, and yeah, it speaks for itself. And there's also a longer version and shorter version. This is an ordinary LEGO minifigure that looks completely normal. But in reality, LEGO minifigures hide many secrets. For example, where is its nose? The body looks like a box. And where are the fingers? So I'm challenging myself to make it better. So I'm gonna start by making realistic hands out of this putty. And give him a thumbs up. Bro approves this. Then he needs a nose. There, now he can breathe. Also, the minifig needs some muscles, so I'm crafting him a cut body. Okay, now he reminds me of Giga Chad. And the final upgrade, I'm gonna paint him gold. Yeah, now this is a perfect minifigure. Emergency brake! Ugh, I have to use the bathroom, but there's no time, so I have to improvise. Through lots of pain, I built a toilet out of giant bricks. It even has a button and a lid that opens up. Can I, please?
No!
Until you hit that subscribe button, so just do it right now! Oh, thank you. Whew, that was really close. After I reached inner peace, it gave me an idea to build an entire bathroom out of giant bricks. So next, I built this sink with studs for hot and cold water and a faucet with running water.
Oh no, guys, it leaks everywhere, sadly.
And the final build is this huge bathtub made from bricks, and I decorated it with candles. So now it's time to test it out and take a bubble bath. Oh damn, it's very comfortable. All that's left is to light some candles. There. Okay, after the stressful start of not having a toilet, this bathroom makeover is a total win. Okay, now I want to see if I can build a ball out of these giant bricks. Okay, the first half is complete. Now to just copy-paste that, and the ball is complete. Yeah, this took forever to build, but now let's test if it can roll. It cracked like an egg. But I still want to roll it down a hill, so I brought it outside and let's see if it'll be satisfying. Okay, it's a complete fail, but it was fun building it, and now I have to clean up all this mess. This is an ordinary LEGO minifig, and now I want to build a LEGO minifig out of these bricks just to see if it's possible. So blue will be for the legs and hat, and red for the torso. Took some time, but this is how it looks.
Oh, I forgot to give him a face. Happy? Sad? Happy.
And 2 eyes. There, bro is complete. He legit looks just like the original. And just for scale, this is an ordinary minifig, upscaled, and this is huge bro. But that smile, it's pissing me off. Guys, I think he's asking for it. Okay, that was very satisfying to do though. Another cool thing to build out of LEGO is a survival base, like this one I built in my backyard. It has a bed, a tiny plant, and a toilet. But it's time to see what base I can build out of huge bricks. Okay, the base is complete, and it has quite a lot of space inside. But if I'm gonna try and survive in it for 99 nights, I need some extras. So I brought with me this LEGO flashlight to see in the dark. And if that doesn't work, this upscaled working stud launcher. And as a final thing, just to be extra safe, I took all the sharpest bricks I could find and I'll sprinkle them around the base for maximum security. And now, let the challenge begin! And later, at night, I heard something creepy. Yo, guys, did you hear that?
I think I heard something. Oh my god, what is that thing?
But luckily, it was just a dream, and I survived the night in my bunker. Next, I want to recreate the Eiffel Tower, so I took all of my bricks and started building it. Okay, last brick. Carefully. Yes, it's done! It looks so great, but it's very wobbly. I need to quickly take a picture with it. Watch out, it's gonna fall! Well, I guess we can take the picture now as well. But no, I can still fix it. Whatever. At least I have video proof of it. Another thing you can build is a domino wall, and when you touch one of them, it'll fall onto another one and basically create a domino effect. so I want to see how long I can make it using giant bricks. Yeah, it's quite long, but to make it more interesting, I'm gonna place an upscaled minifig at the end, and we'll see if it can survive. Okay, everything is set. Go! Okay, that was insanely satisfying and also quite a lot of mess. Let's go check on the minifig. Bro turned into a 2D character. For the ultimate build, I want to turn this cart into a tank. But first, let's test if I can fit in it. Yeah, I'll call it a success. So now it's time to make it look like a tank made from giant Lego bricks. First, I'm making an armored box, and this is how it turned out. And to make it look like an actual tank, I made these custom tank treads to cover the wheels. The tank is fully done, and I think it turned out awesome. So now it's time to test it on the battlefield. Okay, guys, you didn't hear that. Okay, it broke into pieces, but at least it was super fun to build. Next, let's recreate Lego builds in giant scale, starting with a yellow ducky made out of 15 pieces. Let's check if it floats. Damn, bro already found friends. And this is his giant brother, and I think he turned out accurate.
This duck is one big unit.
So let's see if he can float too. Never mind. The next build is this Lego Minecraft horse, and here's how it looks made out of giant bricks. It looks goofy, but the real question is, can I ride it? Bro crumbled like a cookie. Then I built this Among Us and his giant cousin Humongous, and he turned out great. Guys, I think he was an imposter. The next thing I'll recreate is this minion on a giant scale. So the body is super simple, and to make the mask, I used duct tape and a paper print, and he looks even better than Lego. Well, used to. Next, let's test these huge Lego items I bought. So here's a life-size stud launcher with 3 studs I ordered, and the best part is it actually works. So I want to test it against an upscaled minifigure and see how strong this launcher is. The next items I ordered were these iconic Lego gold coins. And honestly, these are my favorite because they look insanely good. And this is the size difference between the Lego and the upscaled versions. They are huge! So now let's test if they'll fit in my wallet. Okay, they are too massive. Anyways, I've always wanted to do this, and now is the time. So I built this huge Lego wall. Okay, one more time. Yes, I'm building a giant wall at my local go-kart track because I want to see if this wall will be strong enough against me in a go-kart. Okay, full speed. So yeah, the wall did fail, and it looks super cool in the slow-mo footage. But please, don't do this yourself. I'm a trained brickhead. This is a regular Lego minifig, and this is an upscaled version of it. And that gave me an idea to build bigger versions of regular items, like taking a Minecraft sword. By using a lot of blue plates and tiles, I built a life-size Minecraft sword for myself, and it turned out very great. Let's see if I can do any damage. Oh dang, it turned into a skeleton. So here are some more iconic upscaled Lego items, like this Lego meat piece. And not gonna lie, it looks pretty tasty. Another legendary Lego piece is a radio, and this is how it looks at human scale. It looks so cool. Maybe it even works. And this is a money piece. I always wanted to have one in real life. So here's human scale Lego cash. Now I can buy a Lego set with it. What's another thing rich people do with their money? They make themselves pretty with plastic surgery. So let's build an operation room quickly. I'm gonna put my surgeon gloves on and use it to turn my minifigure into the handsomest man alive. First, I'll swap out his legs for these to make him taller. Then I'll use this 3D pen and I'll carefully draw him a nose with it. Finally, our minifigure looks like, OMG, I spent 10 million on that? Where did the tail come from? And what's wrong with his face? Okay, now I need to spend 100 million more to fix it all. Whew, we are so back. Okay, instead of plastic surgery, how about we just get rid of these boring clothes? Okay, he looks like he's cold. Let's give him some epic new outfits then. Wow, this golden outfit with wings is definitely the most expensive of them all. Let's give him those golden swords. Oh my god, he looks gorgeous. And what do the others think? Yep, they love him. So this is a Lego diamond, and it's so huge that if it were a real diamond, it would cost more than $1 billion. So I bought one for each day of the year. Wow, they're super satisfying to play with. I also got a bunch of gold bars and all this Lego money. Wait, did I just spend money or make money? Okay, what else is expensive? Robots are. So I decided to buy a few. First up, I got this cute little gray dude with glowing red eyes. And he's really good at fixing things that aren't broken.
Wait, why did you turn my gold into iron?
Okay, dude, stop! Then this speedy guy with wheels for feet. He's the fastest pizza delivery bot in existence. And then this guy with a spanner in his hand and an antenna on his head. He looks pretty handy, but he's actually just a radio. But what if I get robbed? So I teamed up with my robots to speed build a bank. Look at them go. And it's done. I've got a lobby area with a front desk for the manager and an ATM. Let's open up this vault to place my valuables and shekels for safekeeping. And separate it with this sturdy wall. Honestly, this place is a fortress. It has an electric fence, and also I hired 100 security guards to protect everything I own from burglars. I believe nobody will steal anything from this bank. I found this mysterious bone lying around, so I built this laboratory and hired the best scientists to find out where it came from. And while we wait, let's use all this money to build our own zoo. So I bought a bunch of these base plates to design my own. So I built a couple of different enclosures in the zoo, and I also built this bathroom too. But I think it's occupied. I ordered a bunch of different LEGO animals, including some super rare ones like this clear dolphin for $120. And I also bought goats. Oh wait, this is Messi, LeBron, and Tony Hawk. I meant animal goats. And why does this goat cost like $60? Just because it has a brown pattern on it? Anyways, I also bought a giraffe, a tiger, and a penguin. The zoo is finally complete. And now for the moment of truth. Let's open up the zoo for the visitors. Business is booming. Everyone's having a good time. Wait, what was that? OMG, guys, that bone belonged to the dinosaur. This is Jurassic Park all over again. Guys, not gonna lie, my minifigure is getting pretty famous. I think he's gonna need a place to lay low for a while. So next up, I'm gonna build him an epic secret base. Okay, so I picked up a few random objects, like this Lego porta potty, this giant watermelon, and a bag of chips. Which one do you think will house my secret base? Comment if you think you know the answer. I want to build the most epic secret base, but first, the essentials. I built this awesome bedroom with a few bunk beds so my minifigure can invite some friends to live with him if the world ends. They're also gonna need a bathroom and a kitchen for making tasty pizzas. But it's too boring here, so let's give them a hot tub and a DJ booth. Okay, now we have everything ready, but where should we put it? The bag of chips? Nah, too flimsy. The toilet? Oh, that's just gross. It's gonna have to be the watermelon. And inside we have a bathroom, a kitchen, a living area on the left side, and on the right, we have a hot tub with a DJ booth and a bedroom. Now that's a dope hidden base. I've always wanted my very own theme park, and since I've got $1 trillion, I'm gonna make that dream come true. Alright guys, check this out. I bought this giant roller coaster set that comes with a bunch of bits and pieces. Like this hot dog stand, a balloon stall, pretzel stand, and a bunch of different minifigures. And what's a theme park without some VIPs? So I hired some of my favorite movie characters and video game legends, like SpongeBob, Batman, and Steve from Minecraft to test the rides. Okay guys, let's test this roller coaster. This park probably cost more than my zoo and my city combined, but guys, totally worth it. Dang, these minifigs are really dizzy. Okay, now cars are one of the most expensive items on Earth, so I went to my local store and bought 3 of the newest Speed Champion cars. And after building them, I got myself a LEGO McLaren that has a movable steering wheel. If you press this here, the roof scoop appears and it has a movable spoiler. A Bugatti that has this blade for aerodynamics, and these massive wheels. And a red Ferrari that looks super fast and expensive, and it has ultralight carbon wheels and these spoilers underneath the car. But even though I spent like $1 million on them, we still have a lot to spend, so let's upgrade them. So for the Bugatti, I'll make a custom exhaust by using these macaroni pieces with chrome tips. And now it can shoot massive flames.
Guys, my neighbors will hate me for all this noise.
For the McLaren, I want to lower it to the ground, so I'll add wheels on these pieces, and now it kind of looks like a super stance car, or like someone accidentally stepped on it. And finally, on the Ferrari, I'll install this custom V8 motor. I wonder how we can see the road through that. Oh wait, I forgot, it's illegal to upgrade a Ferrari. Anyway, after these upgrades, I want to know which of these cars is the fastest, so I'm gonna launch them off this ramp. In 3, 2, 1... Oh wow, Ferrari actually won. That big motor helped a lot. Wait, where's the McLaren? Oh, I think I dropped it too low to the ground. But since we still have a lot of money to spend, I decided to build a bunch of crazy means of transportation, like this human-sized quadrocopter for $70,000, and this jetpack costume that actually exists in real life. Another thing you can buy if you're a trillionaire is a monster truck. And I set up a whole show here by lining up all of my LEGO cars. Now, let's check if it can jump it. Okay, well done. Rich people also spend a lot of money on yachts, and I built one that has gold plating, a powerful motor, and a professional captain. And on the front, there's a jet ski, so you can ride waves. And a flyboard, which is basically a device that shoots water from your feet very fast, and it seems like you're flying. Finally, I bought a submarine, and now you can go underwater to explore, underwater.
I am under the water.
Another must-have for a LEGO billionaire is a private jet, and I built one that would probably cost $100 million. And the best part? It's golden. I also built a water plane, which is not that expensive, but it's cool because you can land on water. But the biggest flex I bought is this. It's a tiny electric car for kids that I never had as a child. So to compensate, I built 20 of them. I think I can fit an entire kindergarten on them. Next up, I saw some dudes freezing in the cold, and I realized the building is full of homeless people. And they don't have a place to live, so I decided to build them a city. Okay, the city's loaded. Firstly, I built all the essentials like a hospital, a school, and a police station with a jail, in case any citizens use illegal techniques. I also built the shopping district where minifigs can eat in a restaurant and spend their money earned in the offices or a factory. Wow, bro just bought a new iPhone. Next, I added this cool theme park with a huge Ferris wheel and calm green area with a beautiful arch and benches to sit on. Finally, I built a marina bay so minifigs can get to the city using ships or spend time on a beach. The city's done and the homeless people are finally happy. The problem is, it's too small and the minifig can barely fit through. Bro, stop being clumsy. You destroy everything. The citizens got mad and bro got banned. Chat, let's move on. This is a $1 boat. And I'm gonna test it along with these boats worth $10, $20, all the way up to this super pirate ship. And at the end, we will go through the most dangerous waters to see if they can survive. But back to the $1 boat, which we're about to test in the water. Well, that was a fail. It sank instantly. And if you're wondering who this is, his name is Captain Hook. And this is his pet parrot, Polly. And he doesn't have a ship, so he's gonna be testing every boat we look at today to see if he can find the perfect one. And it's obviously not this one. So let's move to a bigger boat. This one is a $5 boat that looks like a big inflatable raft. And it has a lot of space for upgrades, so our captain can get a steering wheel, a comfortable seat, and a box to store all of the riches. But first, let's test if this boat actually floats. It does, but how much can it carry? Let's test by adding a bunch of LEGO cash, diamonds, and all kinds of gold. Well, that's impressive. This boat is great. But all true pirates keep their treasure in a chest, so I built this giant LEGO chest and put gems in it. It seems like the boat is struggling with the weight. But now let's see if Captain can save his gold from this deadly whirlpool of death. And before that, subscribe, because Captain Hook needs all your help right now. Oh, it's spinning. It's getting out of control, and it sank. I guess we need a bigger boat again. After the last boat sank, Captain got this bigger $10 cargo ship. And this boat has way more space for stuff, and most importantly, this heavy piece at the bottom that should help the boat survive the waves. So let's test it. Yes, it works, but can it hold up against the whirlpool of doom? Oh wow, no way. This boat is very strong. Okay, so now Captain can finally get the secret golden treasure chest underwater. So let's try to get it with this crane. It looks really heavy. Don't you quit now, Captain. He's gonna be so rich now, but wait, it's a killer whale and he's biting the rope. It's trying to stop the captain from taking the treasure. No, the treasure fell back to the bottom and now he's attacking the ship. I guess we need to move to the next ship, but Captain will not forget about that chest. Now, I decided to buy Captain this $40 submarine so he can get his treasure. Let's build it for him. Okay, now let's check out its features. It has 3 engines that actually spin, lots of lights to see underwater, a bubble glass with a control station inside, and this giant mechanical arm to grab things underwater. So now let's seat our captain inside and test this boat in the water. Seems like it's working great. Okay, so now it's time for the captain to go down and get his golden treasure. And it looks like it's somewhere around this sunken wreck. And, oh no, it's protected by a shark and this one looks scary. It's a zombie shark. Luckily the submarine has this arm, so let's see if he can fight his way through. Yeah, he knocked him out. Now it's a home run to the treasure. More? What is this creature? It's a boss fight against Tripolero. Oh no, watch out. Captain really defeated them both. He can get the treasure now. But wait, Apparently the shark damaged the submarine, so Captain Hook has to escape on his own. But at least he and Polly are safe and got a lot of gold too. Now Captain Hook is going to test this $50 boat. And it's a fishing boat. It has a net to hold fishies and fishing rods to catch them. But the most important feature are these two powerful motors at the back. And we're going to use them to go against the current. Well, they don't work at all. So I'm going to upgrade his boat with the official LEGO motor. Let's see if it's going to help. It does. Uh-oh, the engine's broken and the boat is moving with the current. What was that sound? Oh, that's not good. Now the captain's fishing boat is drifting towards that waterfall. Oh no! Hold tight, this one might hurt. Oof, that was a rough landing, and these waters are very cold. They're full of ice. Okay, the next ship Captain will test is this $100 huge Arctic Explorer ship with the full crew. But Captain don't need no crew. Why the heck is he so greedy? Okay, let's get back to the ship because it has quite a lot of play features. It has a helicopter pad, a living quarters that you can access through multiple doors. We have a screen to see where we're going, a crab who got bored of the sea, and a working bathroom. Oh, sorry, Captain. There's a massive captain's bridge surrounded by these blue windows. And in the middle, there's this giant crane. And right next to it, a pad that opens up, revealing a huge hole. Kinda looks weird. I'm not sure how this boat will float, but let's test it anyways. Yes, it works just fine. And this ship feels perfect for the waters it's in right now. So I guess Captain will have to navigate through these icy waters. And ice cube hail? Wow. Oh, I think we hit one. It looks like there's something frozen inside. Can Captain take this loot with him? Well, it's too heavy and slippery, so I'm afraid he'll have to leave it. And he made it! Captain and Polly are safe and sound. And Captain finally has enough money. And this is what the Captain always wanted. This old school pirate ship for $1,000. And it's completely packed with all kinds of play features. Let's look at them. It has these cannons that actually work. All you have to do is put this piece inside and pull the cannon from the back and it shoots. Then there's the captain's quarters at the back of the ship that open up from the sides. And inside, there's a chair and a table with a golden goblet and a map. Then going to the top, it has these massive sails with a big skull. And on the very front, a mermaid as decoration. Oh, Captain really likes her. So this is a total flex ship. Just what Captain Hook always wanted. So he fills it up with all of his loot. And now let's put it in the water and set sail for the edge of the world. Wait, why is it sinking instantly? I think Captain Hook got scammed. He bought a broken ship.